So we now have our second C50 Coma time trial getting underway here at Glan-Y-Gors in North Wales. Thank you very much for everyone tuning in. Of course, Alfie Howland, hello to Stephen Williams and Neville Brandon on Facebook. Finney Lyons out again for his second time trial heat. Of course, Alfie Howland took the first one earlier on today. With Seb Moore still hot on his heels. The battle for that particular championship is definitely getting very interesting. Oh, and we've got a spinner already, and that's looks to be Ethan Barth, I believe, number 24. So Alfie Howland took the first overall heat. I see that there's new front fairing and side pods for Ronnie Ray Carter from Runcorn. The alliteration addict strikes again. Sorry. We're going to get a feel for what our times are going to be. We were running in the, I think Alfie was running in the sub 105s, so he's the quickest of anybody at the moment. So the first three, good afternoon to Richard Taylor as well on Facebook. Feel free to interact as much as you like. Obviously keep the comments very clean. We are being broadcast on both Facebook and YouTube as well, both on Downforce UK, Karting Magazine, and also Alpha Live's dedicated YouTube channel. And we've also had Nani Ali for Alfie, who's our current O-Plate champion. Alfie took the O-Plate championship at Rowra for round number 3. Was running the same number as Lewis Hamilton until that point in this championship, number 44. Jeanette Hockley has just said, go Riley, which which means I think probably right now, is that Riley Stewart or Riley Blackburn? So if you're going to be supporting a driver, make sure you put the surname as well, because if there's more than one Riley or more than one Jack or John or whoever, I might get a bit bewildered. So we're now getting our first proper benchmarks at the moment. Alfie Howland, 106.01, just over 4 tenths, just under 4 tenths quicker than his closest championship rival, Seb Moore. There we go, Riley Blackburn. Thank you very, very much. Good that somebody's listening out there on Facebook. Thank you. So, in shot at the moment, looks like we have the number 20 of Oliver Meek. So, this plucky youngster is currently, when I get to the championship standings, which I have in front of me. So Ollie Meek currently running on 270 points. There we go, Jeanette. Thank you very much. Your ears piped up then. Riley Blackburn as well. So we got the Blackburn fan club, the number 23 fan club on Facebook at the moment. Ollie Meek, his results so far: Wilton Mill 41 points, round 2 at Hooton 52. He seems to be a bit more consistent now as well. 58 at round 3 at Rowra. Round 4 he was he did actually better, because obviously it was a double header. He had more of a chance to know the track very, very well, and scored 68 points. Back at Lid 55. So Ollie's been keeping quite consistent this year as well. Then coming into shot just then was the number 60. Was that the 26 or the 66? 66. That's Jack McLaughlin from Ireland, whose favourite driver is Daniel Ricciardo. I think I mentioned that earlier on. His favourite track, I think, is Nuts Corner. Good lad. Keeping everybody else sweet, saying, yeah, I'm going to say Nuts Corner. And then we had some of the others, Tig and Jack Buckley, saying, Rowra, GYG. But, you know, to be honest with you, everyone has their own preferences. We've got Alfie Howland in shot right now. His scores at the moment, he's been hitting the 90-plus points from around about sort of round 3, which would be in the first round at Rowra when he took the O-Plate title from Seb Moore. And the O-Plate and the GP plate are normally decided in the final time trial heat. So Alfie's scores at the moment have been 80 at round 1 at Wilton. Hooton Park, 86, which was won by Seb Moore. Seb didn't have the greatest start to the season at 67 points at Wilton Mill, but the pair both scored 98 points at Rowra for the O-Plate. And then it was Alfie won again the following day, and then won round 5 at Lydd. So that's why the points between them have just been, you know, effectively quite. It's been so consistent. There we've got Ralphie Reeves, number 14, just having gone through shot and out of shot quite quickly there. Based out of Basingstoke is Dad Russell. Were quite recently at one of the BTCC meetings. I think it was Thruxton, and because it's quite interesting that quite a few of our drivers in the BKC now have. Andrea Hercombe, don't start saying his favourite driver is his daddy. Well, yes, yeah, okay, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. Oh, there we go. We've got one stopped off the track. No, that looks to be 25. Might be Swaley Douglas. He's been running in the 1 minute 29s. No, that's the 25. No, that's the 25 actually that's just pulled off. Yeah, which is Swaley. Yep. So Swaley is currently a bit further down the order. He's been scoring between sort of anywhere between 25 to 45 points over the past 5 rounds. So if we can keep an eye on Ralphie Reeves, there we go. He's coming around the final corner right now, number 14. Based out of Basingstoke, he's backed by the Stilp Academy with Team Hard. Was running in the I-Army Bambino division up until Lydd. Made his debut last month when the championship went to Kent, and then yeah, had a pretty solid debut. You know, so looking forward to how he's getting on. So 25 on the clock. Alfie Howland continues to lead in time. In terms of times, 105.51. He's done a 105.39. Seb Moore's about 8.5 tenths of a second adrift at 105.87. Ada Sexton in the top 3 yet again, the number 16, 106.81. Ethan Bath in the 24, a 107.16. Ethan had that spin before I think even the session got going. Well, Finley Lines has just jumped up into 4th place, a 106, and the session has now concluded. So there we go. Just wait for the drivers to come round. So let's just see the full comment from... So come on, Finley. His favourite driver is his daddy, Stuart Lines. Well, that's what Stuart said anyway, smiley face. Thank you, Andrea. So Alfie Howland takes the win in heat number 2. So it's 2 for 2 from the 0 plate. Seb Moore in second, Ada Sexton in third. We'll run you now through the final finishing order. So, well, actually, so Alfie Howland takes it, 105.39. Seb Moore in second, a 105.87. With Ada Sexton in third. Finley Lines jumps up to 4th from 7th on his final attempt. Jack Poole was 5th ahead of Ethan Bath. Luca Narroway, Jack McLaughlin, Jesse Phillips and Lucas Stonia rounding out the top 10. Then it was Riley Blackburn, Ronnie Carter, Ralphie Reeves and Lucas Brumpton rounding out the top 14, with Oliver Meek in the number 20 rounding out the top 15. Riley Stewart, Rudra Cohock, Jensen Chalk, Harry Aspinall and Swaley Douglas complete the 20 strong, with all transponders now fully functional.